Well, hello everyone, and guess what? This is the time of your life. You know, I just heard Paul Anka singing The Time of Your Life. We have to get that as our theme song because we are going to be talking with Karen Diegle. She is the CEO of our Senior Resources, and oh boy, what resources, Karen. So great to see you.
Thank you, you too.
Don't you love this, the time of your life?
You know what, it is the time of my life. And I'm having the time of my life with Senior Resource
wonderful.
Association, yeah.
Do you know, this is so great because just this morning, I think in our press journal, that Dr. Roach, I think it is, that writes a column all the time. Now this is not really what you came to talk about, but it talked about one of the difficulties of aging and in the elderly. Guess what it was?
What?
Drooling.
Yeah.
And Carl was reading that out to me. I said, I haven't gotten there yet. And they explained it, but they also said it also happens to infants. It also happens to the elderly. It's a neurological disorder and something. So, you know, you wonder. But when I thought, and I realized that you were going to be on The Time of Your Life, this great fun show that we're doing now, I thought so many things that you get involved with so many individuals with Senior Resources. You have Meals on Wheels that is so dynamite. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the Meals on Wheels program is a program that we provide a hot meal to clients once a day. And we do it 5 days a week. And in fact, last year we delivered over 58,000, I think it was, to be exact, 58,629 meals.
Who cooks them?
Well, we have a contract with the school district. So when they built the Storm Grove, they built a large kitchen. And we have been contracting with them for, gosh, probably close to 15 years now.
Ooh, that's
so we have a great
fabulous.
relationship, and our dietitian works with their staff because, of course, the food is 1/3 of their nutritional, their daily nutritional value, and so meaning they get their protein, starch, and
it's a healthy.
It's the healthy meal, and yeah. So we deliver that meal, and the clients. The other part of it, it's not just the hot meal that's important, and you know this.
Yes.
It's that daily wellness check.
Absolutely.
A lot of our clients live alone, and so in most cases the volunteer that stops in and brings them their hot meal is the only person they see. And so there have been times where our volunteers have found our clients in, you know, maybe they have fallen and unable to get up, in the bathtub, can't get out.
It's reassuring to the family as well.
Yes, very reassuring, that security. And so we help with hunger, and we help with the isolation. We want socialization and nutrition is what Meals on Wheels is all about.
And Meals on Wheels, you did have that one day, and I think you're coming up in March as well, you're having another day where individuals get to go, and I was lucky enough to be one of those that was invited to just go along. My heart just, it broke at first, and then it made me feel so good. Because when you saw the look on some of these people when the doorbell rings and they see and they know someone's coming in, and it's that one meal a day, and it's all volunteers.
All volunteers. We require 90 to 125 volunteers each week to deliver these meals. So if it wasn't for the volunteers, this program won't happen.
Well, we're going to take a little break now and then come back and let everyone know how you can be qualified and what is the criteria. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Buzz TV Network is now the fastest growing new media outlet in Florida. Watch BuzzTVNetwork.com.
Victims of mesothelioma and their loved ones may be entitled to receive a cash reward from over $18 billion in asbestos trust funds now available. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, call the number on your screen now. Even if a loved one has passed due to mesothelioma, you may still be entitled to a cash reward. Time is limited. Call now.
Please call 800-970-0240.
Join us for an adventure weekdays at 4:30 and 8:30 on Buzz TV Network.
And we are back once again with The Time of Your Life with Karen Diegle, who is the CEO of the Senior Resources. And we're talking about Meals on Wheels, Karen, and that's just one of the wonderful programs. But I want to continue on because there may be someone watching now here in the Vero Beach, Indian River County area. What area do you serve?
We serve all of Indian River County.
All of Indian River County. And that, ladies and gentlemen, if you're around the world, that is in Florida and the good old USA. But the idea that if somebody needs this service, how would they contact you? How do they get involved?
Well, if they're in need of services, they can contact our offices. Our phone number is 772-569-0760. And we'll walk through what type of services you're wanting, needing, and for the meal programs, we have different financial programs for individuals. So some are able to pay, and if you are able to pay yourself, it's $6 a meal.
Wonderful.
And which equates to about $2,200 a year, and that's for one meal, 5 days a week.
Just the contact, as you say, coming in with a meal.
Right. Yeah, say if you're someone that lives far away, but your mom, dad, loved one, whomever, lives here in Indian River County, they could, you could
Sure.
sponsor them with the meal program, and you know that they would get checked on a daily basis.
See, that is so wonderful as well. And now, is there an age limit? What is the criteria?
Well, and I was mentioning about different funding. So if you are self-paying, no, there is not an age limit at all. No requirements. It's just that you're wanting that meal and you're going to pay for it.
It doesn't matter. They don't have to be indigent. They don't have to be.
No.
They can't just say, I just don't want to cook.
If you want to have a meal delivered and you're paying for it, we will deliver it. Yes. However, we do have other programs because a lot of seniors are unable to pay, and it may not be because they don't have money. It may be they need to have it delivered because they can't get out to the grocery store, or they can't get around access to food. However, we do have, again, other programs, public funded programs, and there are requirements for that. Sometimes it's the age, but they all have to be homebound.
How are you funded? How is the Senior Resource?
We are funded through the state, through Department of Elder Affairs. So we do get funding from the state level. We also write a lot of grants, so say through the United Way. They're very generous to us as well. So we have a number of grants, and then individual
donations. Yes, when they see the work that the Senior Resources do, and of course we say senior, and of course this show that you're watching is The Time of Your Life, and that's what's kind of fun, because truly, just even listening to Paul Anka singing The Time of Your Life, you realize, and then I think it was because it was on Treasure and Space Coast Radio that I was listening to it, and they came up and they started talking about the song afterwards, and they talk about how really people will complain all along, and then all of a sudden it should be the time of your life. And so Senior Resources makes it the time of your life.
We help quality of life. We want to improve quality of life.
Because you have activities, don't you?
Oh, we do. We have the adult daycare for another. It was another program that we offer. The activities, what we do is we promote activities, but we actually don't have activities in our. But we promote them through the county and through the city's recreation departments. We really work together.
What it is a lot of information as well. Don't go away.
Right.
We're going to come right back with Karen Diegle and tell you more about our Senior Resources. Stay with us.
Plant your business in the Buzz TV ID Garden and watch your buzziness grow. Make a 15-second business video ID. Plant your video ID in Buzz TV programs. Then spread your video ID on social media and watch your buzziness grow on Buzz TV.
If you or someone you love is suffering from addiction to drugs or alcohol, National Rehab Recovery has an important message for you. Each year, we lose hundreds of thousands of our family members and loved ones to drug and alcohol-induced causes. If you have insurance or the ability to pay for 30 days of treatment, National Rehab Recovery can change your life. Medicare and Medicaid are not accepted at this time. The call and confidential consultation is free.
Well, as promised, we are indeed back. And of course, Karen Diegle is talking about Meals on Wheels and with our senior resources. And really, truly, it is the time of your life when you shouldn't have to worry about at least one meal or have your family be aware that you are being really touched base with at least once a day, and that is so important. We just briefly talked about how they sign up for it. There is a website, or
there's a website, seniorresourceassociation.org. So you just spell it out, seniorresourceassociation.org, and it'll explain all of the different programs that we have, that we offer, and there is many that we do.
Absolutely, and what I love is that right now, in this month of March, it is called March for Meals. And of course, volunteers go out every single day to individuals. And do you need more volunteers?
Yes, we always need volunteers. Our program, as I said earlier, this program is driven by volunteers. And when you sign up as a volunteer, the nice thing about it is that you do it on your time. It takes a couple hours a day, but you only need to do it once a week, once a month, whatever works in your schedule. And so we're looking for individuals who can give that time. You use your own vehicle, and
they come and pick up the meals, don't they?
Right. The volunteer will come to one of our locations, pick the meal up. It's packed. We pack it into coolers because we are highly regulated. So all the meals have to stay hot, 140 degrees hot or 40 degrees cold. And so they pack them up, take them out. Usually, average is about 8 to 10 people that you will see on a route. And that's it for the day. It's just fun.
I had that fun of going. Of course, my next door neighbor, Denise Hegener, is just so
she's a
active.
wonderful volunteer.
That is part of her life, is the Meals on Wheels.
Thankful to her.
She's so grateful for that. And then I got to go out, and it was just so much fun because really to see, as I mentioned before, just see the look on their face. But pet
Meals on Wheels, yes. Well, okay, so we all love pets, and so do our clients, and it's very important that pet relationship, and especially for people who live alone at home, they're isolated. So we recognize that prior to our Pet for Meals program, Meals on Wheels program, we were realizing our clients were sharing their meal with their pet. Well, that is not good for the pet.
Oh, no.
And
I
also
see.
You're taking away from nutrition from the client. So we have collaborated with the Humane Society and also have written grants from the another organization to provide pet food. And so we know what pets the clients have, and we will provide that specific pet food.
That is so wonderful.
Yeah, it is.
And I love that because you're right. Sometimes in fact, my little kitty cat wanted the chicken that I was cutting up, and so I gave her just a few little pieces. All of a sudden, I'm thinking, I'm not sure that's right. If you're supposed, because pets aren't supposed to eat certain things, and although she did love it, but in this case, you get the right from the Humane Society.
That's right.
And that's why, of course, the Humane Society loves those donations of pet food quite frequently. So this is wonderful. What is it?
Pets Meals on Wheels.
And this is March for Meals month. So really, we're going to be telling you much more about it. So when we come back with Karen Diegle, who is the CEO of Senior Resources, we're going to be talking more and more about some of the services and then reminding you how you can become involved, or maybe a neighbor of yours. We'll give you that information as well. So stay with us. You're watching The Time of Your Life.
Stop dirty, unread newsprint clogging our landfills with waste. Go green. Save a tree. Watch Buzz TV.
Have you or a loved one been prescribed the blood thinner medication Xarelto? Xarelto has been linked to serious injuries, including internal bleeding of the brain or gastrointestinal system, cerebral hemorrhage, and even death. At the law offices of Jacoby & Myers, we've been bringing compassion and experience to our clients for over 40 years. Jacoby & Myers is now taking claims from those injured as a result of taking Xarelto. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled.
Please call 800-536-6093.
And continuing right along with Karen Diegle on The Time of Your Life. And I really think, and just to go back a little bit on The Time of Your Life, in many cases, these are individuals who had the times of their lives, and they're sitting there, they're homebound. Maybe, as you say, if they can afford to pay for it and just simply would like to have somebody drop in, they can do that as well. But you do this gratis to many people who are not able to pay for it. And once again, that website where they can find out much more information about it?
SeniorResourceAssociation.org, or they can call our offices at 772-569-0760.
You can just look it up, Senior Resources, right
right.
here in Indian River County. But pets, if you have a pet, don't worry. They'll feed him too.
Well, that is just for our clients.
Oh,
no,
yes.
we don't. Yes,
Oh, no,
okay. I just want to make
just
sure.
because you have a pet. No,
I don't want to have all the.
No, but it's just one that the client of yours that has
also.
been feeding, giving some of their own food,
Yeah.
which isn't good for the doggy or kitty cat or animal, whatever it is. But this, I think that's just a wonderful thing too.
It's worked out very well.
We talked about nutrition though, and you mentioned that too. Who do you deal with? Is that with the school as far as the nutritional meals?
Well, we actually have a dietitian who we contract with, and so we put the menus together, and it has what's required for individuals for that one meal a day, and then they work with the school district to provide the meal.
So if someone has a particular difficulty with having maybe one particular type of meal, they can tell you what it is, or?
Well, it's pretty standard, but what we do is like the salt content and things, we are very aware of that. So although we don't at this time have specialized menus.
Any allergies or anything like that?
Right. What the client does get, though, a month prior is the next month's meal. And so if they know that certain foods they don't like or that they can't eat, they can just say, no, I'm not going to take it on that day. And
this is Meals on Wheels, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about. And of course, this is March on Meals.
March for Meals, that's
March
right.
for Meals this month. And volunteers are needed. It's our senior resources. But if I'm not mistaken, you also have a bus, don't you?
We have lots of buses. Yes, we also run the transportation for the county. So both two systems, the Go Line and the Community Coach.
Because I see now, is that one that goes out by the if I'm not mistaken, at Riverside Park?
We have the Go Line actually runs all over the county, so it's our fixed transit system. We call it. It's our public.
People can go and park someplace and get on that bus. And go, and you see all the different areas. So Senior Resources absolutely doing so many wonderful things. You talk about the services you have. We've talked about the Meals on Wheels, and of course we'll give you that website at the end as well. But getting that nutritional meal once a day is just dynamite for the person who isn't living here, and they think, oh, is my mom getting the right kind of food, or my dad? This is what you can do as well. So if someone is out, because this is Buzz TV, you know,
that's right,
and maybe somebody's in another part of our world, and you have a relative, an elderly relative here in Indian River County, give them a call, because that's got to be just so, I guess it really is more comforting as well, not only to the individual getting the food, but to the family member who's away.
I agree. And we also have, in addition to that meal, we also have partnered with 211 and the Sheriff's Office.
Oh, good.
We have a program.
We're going to talk about that when we come back. Great.
Okay.
So stay with us. You're watching The Time of Your Life.
Attention! This is an important message for anyone who had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to their heart or lungs. Did your IVC filter move, break, or cause organ damage? The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, or even death. Call Jacoby and Myers today. You may be entitled to compensation. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled.
Please call 800-378-0160.
Well, it's the time of your life, and we're here with Karen Diegle, as we've mentioned so many times today on the show, and it's so wonderful to have you here talking about many of the services that Senior Resources provides. Meals on Wheels, we were talking about, but you mentioned as we went out, excuse me, on that last segment, a little bit about some of the services that you have just to give that confidence to individuals.
Yes, the other program that we actually have partnered with 211 and the Sheriff's Office and Sunshine program.
What's the 211?
211 is 911. When you call 911, you'll get the emergency services. 211 is a resource that you can call up and ask for information referral on any services throughout. In any River County, but it's actually through the Treasure Coast. Yes, and so yes, you can call 211 and ask for any information about any services and they have a whole list, and volunteers answer those questions.
Wow, terrific.
But what we do with 211 is a special program called Sunshine Program, and it's for seniors who would like someone to call them once a day. So whether or not they are with our Meals on Wheels program or not, maybe they don't need a meal, but they would like somebody to check on them, or they just want to talk to somebody.
Sure.
Volunteers are trained through 211, and they get a call on a daily basis, what time of the day they get to choose and how long they want to chat, whether it's just, hi, yes, I'm okay, or they want to have a nice conversation. That's what the volunteers will do.
And find out what the weather's like.
And then the thing about, exactly. The thing about it is that if you don't answer the phone, then they contact the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office then will go out and visit your home to make sure you're okay. And
that's the purpose of it.
That's
really.
the purpose. That's
absolutely.
the isolation part and the check, wellness check again. So it's like the Meals on Wheels program, just not the meal involved.
I'm wondering though, Karen, do you work with some of our physicians, our geriatric physicians, because do they know? Because if they have a patient that just really needs to be, and maybe they're too shy to say, I want somebody to call and check with me.
It's one of my, let's say, goals this year. We will be getting out to, awareness is the issue in any case of any program in the community. And so to enhance that, I am putting in place a position that will go out and speak to all of our medical persons. And
because just to know that, I mean, everyone knows an elderly person living alone. It seems that that's happening more and more.
Yes, it is.
And they're too proud to say that they need something. And yet it would be so wonderful if they knew that just somebody it would give them such a peace of mind to know that, yes, somebody's going to be calling me at 5 o'clock every afternoon, and if I'm not going to be here, I'll let them know.
That's right.
And it's as easy as that.
That's it.
But oh boy, Senior Resources, everybody, you need to really check it out. We're going to come back with another segment in just a moment and let you know a little bit more about how you too can volunteer and also some of the other services that are available, because boy, oh boy, you're covering everything for the time of your life. We'll be right back.
One-of-a-kind videos, unique perspectives, original programming, only on Buzz TV Network. Spread the word and tell a friend. The fun is happening at Vero Social Club on North US 1, where friends meet for bingo every Tuesday and Thursday. Doors open at 10, with luncheon served, and the games begin at noon. Then Vero Social Club opens up the dance floor. Thursday nights for social dancing, and weekends, Vero Social Club heats up. Check the website for Latin Night special events. And each Sunday, dance to hip-hop all night long. Go to VeroSocialClub.com. Vero's #1 party destination. Vero Social Club, 7500 North US 1.
Listen up, America. This is an important medical alert for anyone suffering from back or knee pain. If you or a loved one suffers from back or knee pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, you can qualify for a pain-relieving back or knee brace at little or no cost to you. Stop living in pain because the brace you need is too costly. Call Listen Up America right now for more details. The call is free and there's no obligation.
Please call 800-299-6799.
And we are back with our final segment here with Karen Diegle, and we're talking, of course, about all the marvelous, magnificent services that Senior Resources provide, and we really do need to get all of this out, because every day it seems to me, and of course I'm getting up there, but it is the time of my life, but it is so much fun, though, to talk with people who are happy and doing so many wonderful things, and yet you always run into someone who says, you know, I just love to hear from somebody. And that's one of the services you do provide. But if someone is sitting out there right now and they say, I want to really talk to Karen and find out all about senior resources, how would they do that?
Well, they can call our offices. The phone number is 772-569-0760.
Listed under Senior Resources.
Senior Resource Association, and or they can visit our webpage. And we do have case managers. I do have case managers that when they call in, they can ask to speak to one, and they will work through all the different scenarios. And I've got to tell you, of recent, I've had a number of my colleagues, work colleagues, peers in the community, the different organizations that I'm in, that are starting to have concerns about their parents, and so they've asked, they'll say, you know, can you share some information, or what do I do? Mom isn't feeling well anymore. I don't think she should live at home. Please call us, because again, I have case managers who are well trained. They will talk through all the different scenarios that you can use.
So all of this that you're talking about, though, Karen, how do people really say, okay, I need to get some of these services?
Well, they can call us at 772-569-0760, or go on our website, seniorresourceassociation.org, and they will find out all about the services. I have case managers that love to give you information, if you know any type of information, walk you through what you're going through and what services you need, and not necessarily just the services that Senior Resource provide.
You can lead them.
We lead them. We are a resource for the community, and we will lead them to the area or wherever they should go, and questions to ask. And so it would be very important for them to do that.
I'm really thinking of that person who's watching Buzz TV, and they're not here in Indian River County, but they know they have relatives here.
Right.
And they're maybe someplace else in the United States. This would be the most wonderful way to let them have a little peace of mind. And also, I think really working with some of the different individual organizations, letting them know that if they have volunteers, you need volunteers.
We need volunteers to deliver the meals program. We do have volunteers that work within our adult daycare program, and the adult daycare, of course, is for individuals.
Yes. What is that?
Well, it's a wonderful program. It's for individuals who can no longer be left at home by themselves. Yes. So we have a lot of, and this is for.
So do they come to you?
They come to us. We're open 5 days a week, 7:30 to 5:30, and it is for adults ages 18 years of age and older. Although most of ours are seniors, because we have, you know, that's the age, but we do have younger people that can't be at home by themselves because of disabilities.
What about Alzheimer's? In the last 30 seconds, do you have services for Alzheimer's?
We do. In fact, the adult daycare program, we're licensed by the state to provide services. We are a medical health facility, and we are actually licensed with a specialty for Alzheimer's dementia. And so we take care of a lot of individuals who
I don't
can't
think
stay
you
home
have
by themselves.
overshot anything. Fabulous. Got to wrap this up. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Karen Diegle, of course, Senior Resources. Check them out. This is the time of your life.
Victims of mesothelioma and their loved ones may be entitled to receive a cash reward from over $18 billion in asbestos trust funds now available. If you or a loved one was diagnosed with mesothelioma, call the number on your screen now. Even if a loved one has passed due to mesothelioma, you may still be entitled to a cash reward. Time is limited. Call now.
Please call 800-970-0240.
Stop dirty, unread newsprint clogging our landfills with waste. Go green. Save a tree. Watch Buzz TV.
Have you or a loved one been prescribed the blood thinner medication Xarelto? Xarelto has been linked to serious injuries, including internal bleeding of the brain or gastrointestinal system, cerebral hemorrhage, and even death. At the law offices of Jacoby & Myers, we've been bringing compassion and experience to our clients for over 40 years. Jacoby & Myers is now taking claims from those injured as a result of taking Xarelto. You won't pay a thing unless your case is settled.
Please call 800-536-6093.